our behavior is driven much more by skill than it is by will. We have long believed that, you just need to supply proper motivation and kids are going to behave well. In other words, that kids do well if they want to, and our job, if they're not doing well, is to make them want to. And what our approach suggests is a different way of thinking. And the philosophy is kids do well if they can, not kids do well if they want to. And what that suggests is if a kid could do well, they would do well. Because look, show me the kid who prefers doing poorly to doing well. That's ridiculous, right? We all want to do well, kids and adults alike. But what the research has shown us is when kids are struggling to do well, struggling to manage their behavior, they don't lack the will to behave well. What they're struggling with are skills, skills in areas like problem solving and flexibility and frustration tolerance. And, we can dive a whole level deeper if we want into sort of like more clinical descriptions. But at the base of it, those are the kinds of skills we're talking about. And that's a mindset shift to understand that this is about skill, not will. But one of the things I say to parents all the time is, it's the same kind of shift that we've finally come to when it comes to things like learning disabilities that we used to horribly misunderstand with tragic outcomes.
Yeah.
We used to think that kids who struggled to decode words phonetically, who struggled to read, who we now, have dyslexia, for instance, a learning disability. We used to think those kids just weren't trying hard enough. And it couldn't have been further than the truth because those kids were trying harder than anybody else to read because it wasn't coming naturally to them.
Right.
We made that shift, thank goodness, as a society. We haven't made it when it comes to behavior. We still assume behavior is all about effort and motivation. And that's not true.